you helped finance the research into a COVID vaccine, right? Like is science something you've always been into?
Well, I just always try to keep my head, my ear to the ground, so to speak, and just kind of keep my head in the clouds mostly. But I try to be aware of what's going on in the world. And when I saw this pandemic coming on, you know, like we all did, it was just weird and strange, and you knew it was something that was not good and not normal.
Yeah.
And I always try to let my heart lead me and put my money where my heart is, so to speak. And I just felt like that would be a good thing for me to do, so I donated, $1 million to the research.
Yeah.
For that. But so many other people did. But I just felt, and Vanderbilt Hospital, they've been always so good to me and my family, and we do a lot of work together.
It's a great hospital.
Yeah, it's a great hospital. And my little niece Hannah Dennison had leukemia when she was little, and so they brought her back, you know, to life. So I had started a little program there for her, you know, for the children there. But then when the COVID came, I thought this is something I need to do. And so I did, and I'm glad I did, because
I love that you do it because it feels what you're supposed to do.
Well, I just try to do what I feel in my heart, you know, to do. And I just felt that was the thing to do at that time.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's one more person in our audience with something they'd like to share. So where is Dr. Dennison?
Hey, Dr. Dennison. Well, hi. That's my friend. How are you?
So we know you have a connection with Dolly. So can you tell everybody?
I'm a nerd. I'm a geek, a viral geek. I have been working on coronavirus since 1984. Probably was one of the few labs in the world. Yes, that is as weird as it sounds. And we had been working on antivirals and vaccines and trying to prepare for a pandemic and predicting it for many, many years. When COVID happened, we were in a position to potentially work on the vaccines, but we had never worked with the COVID virus because it was brand new. And starting work in the lab is very difficult and costly. It would have taken us months to get the resources. So this money came from the sky. It was manna from heaven, manna from Dolly heaven that came to us. And we were able to start immediately. And so we were able to prepare. And we tested the serum from the first courageous volunteers that took the vaccine. We were working really 18 hours a day, around the week, around the clock. So I remember the morning, it was, only a doctor could cry about this. I was in my basement cleaning out all my junk, and I got a call from my lab, Mark, you have to look at this result. And I literally had to sit down, open mouth, and I started crying because I saw the result of this experiment showing how amazingly effective this vaccine was at killing the virus. This was the critical research that led to the big human trials that led to the thing. You cannot calculate how many lives are saved because you never see it. It's invisible, right? You can't calculate how many people did better because of the vaccine. It's an incalculable number, but it's huge. And that was because you did that. And I know I'm taking probably more time, but let me tell you, my analogy is a Smoky Mountains analogy. We were on a dark road in the mountains, in a holler. We didn't know where we were going. We're by a river. The river's rising. The rain is pouring. And we're going, how do we get out of this? That's how the pandemic felt. And suddenly we see headlights in the distance, and a rainbow-colored pickup truck comes alongside us and says, hi, I'm Dolly. Hop in. I don't know where you're going, but I'm going with you. And so that was really how it felt to my team. It was amazing. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well, you know, that's amazing. Another friend of ours, Dr. Naja Boomrod, you know, we work very close together. I'm sure he's back home going to be watching this. He's going to be proud of you, and he's going to be proud of me, and I'm just proud of all of you at the Vanderbilt Research Center for doing all the great work that you do and for always being so good to me and my family. I'm just glad to have had a small part in that. So thank you.
It's wonderful how life works out, though. It's like you felt, you know, tugged on your heartstrings and you did something because you wanted to. You needed that need. I love how God works like that. You know, you don't know where it's coming from, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, something like that happens, and it's life-changing. And I love that you cried because it matters and it means something. Yeah, that people always think like crying is a bad thing, and maybe I'm just a big crybaby, so I'm saying this, but like it means it matters. It means that it's worth something and there's weight to it, and there's nothing wrong with that. So thank you you so much for spending the entire hour with us.
Thank you. Are we done?
I'm just saying it's a lot of your
Thank
time.
you.
All right, so we need a real quick break. Once again, Dolly Parton's Mountain Magic Christmas premieres today on NBC, and both of Dolly's new collections of music are out now, a Holly Dolly Christmas Ultimate Deluxe Edition and Diamonds and Rhinestones, the Greatest Hits collection.